Sports.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, here's Hall. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. The Texans at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Stroud. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Hopkins, the man in motion left. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. They try the left side with Johnson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Stroud on third down now. Out to the flat here for Johnson. A strong running. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Tucker's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. A play fake. Now Kelly. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Peyton up the middle. A spin. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard at that.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Going right side here, and that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Play action, it's Kelly. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. On the give, here comes Peyton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Kelly. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Gould is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Hopkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And Stroud now to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football, put it on the carpet, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, it's Stroud. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a give, it's Peyton. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Peyton. He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Kelly to throw. This little short throw to Witten. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Running it here with Peyton. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Kelly. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. They'll run now with Peyton. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Kelly. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Kelly to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, Kelly. This little short throw to Witten. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Stroud. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Kelly. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Kelly. This little short throw to Witten. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Kelly. This little short throw to Witten. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Gould is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him, and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Operating from the gun, Kelly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. Kelly looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw. Kelly. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Kelly. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time he's able to take it yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And fights through one man. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Still a couple down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kelly. He finds Bolden. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game.